So we're out here putting these little wooden panels down. They're 12 by 12, and now I'm up to this edge here, and I've got to cut it. I've already done one here. I've cut the corners off of those, and I want to show you how I did it. So the first thing I do, since I already got these nice and square to what I want, I just line up the other piece pretty much as close as I want to be over here. And then what I did is measured from here to this corner, and then I make that measurement here and go all the way up to where it's right there. It actually ended up being right on that crease. So I'm actually matching the angle of this outdoor hot tub that we have, just trying to make it look a little bit more nicer out here. So next you're gonna grab like a scrap piece of wood. You can even use a piece of cardboard. And then down here on the tile, there's the mark we had. I'm gonna put this tip, not against it, but just kind of where I imagine this continuing. And then I'm gonna make a mark here. So then I'm gonna follow this all the way down to where I would prefer it to not go any further. And then I'm just gonna duplicate that mark again. So then what you can do is kind of go up and continuing to kind of eyeball this as you go, making little marks. And that is giving you kind of a template. See, we're actually right on the edge there. So I'm gonna have to come up just a little bit more so I can have a mark. All right. So now we're gonna take the pen or your pencil and just do a light connecting the dots, essentially. And another way you can do this is by taking something flexible, and it takes an extra 2 hands or so to put those on those 2 ends and then just bend it to match that contour, but it can be really tricky when you're trying to do it all on your own. So I'll give it a shot here. All right, and then we just trace that. Now with that board marked, I'm going to take it down to the bandsaw and cut it. If you don't have a bandsaw, you can use a coping saw. It's going to take you a few extra minutes, but that will allow you to make that curved cut. So some of the cuts you may have to be really mindful of. In this case, this is what I'm talking about. The way that these are glued, they're just not all entirely glued, so I want to re-adhere that a little bit. You can use many different glues. I'm actually choosing to use CA glue so I can keep this project rolling. We're never going to probably step on this part of it, but at least it's connected a little bit so it doesn't want to come off. Just putting a few dabs. And then using the quick stuff on it. That'll harden up. A little bit more. Okay. Nice solid. Then on this side here, just to make it a little bit more aesthetically pleasing and sealed a little, I'm going to sand over the top lip just a little bit. Not too much. And then I've just got some spray lacquer that's just a clear. That'll help seal it off. We'll go put it up. All right, moment has come. Now these, they lock to a little pin under here, so it takes a couple seconds to figure that out. They all just lift up. There it goes. There it goes. Oh, look, check that out. Step back a little bit, it looks much better. I am going to fix this. Just bugging me now that this one looks so much better. So that's what I'm doing on how to fit the contour of something round when you're trying to square tiles up to it. You can do this with square tiles for like linoleum. You can also do it for masonry tiles. It'd be a little bit trickier to cut, but the same technique is what I've done before, and it's the way I do it. There's other ways to do it, and if you have another way, please drop a comment down below of how you would do it. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you next time.